Welcome, Christina, breast cancer survivor and member of the 2013 Celebration of Life dance team. Thank you for sharing your story with everyone. So you're married. Tell us about your husband.
Well, my husband, Randy, is my best friend. We met in 1984 and got married in 1986. So we've been married for 27 plus years.
27 years to your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be good.
That is really good.
And you guys have children?
Yes, we have 2 daughters. Dominique, she is, now get this, 27. And Justine, she's 21.
21. So both girls.
Yes.
Does it concern you about breast cancer in your children?
Very much so.
Have they been tested?
I was tested for the BRCA gene and I was negative. And since I had a triple negative cancer, they just have to be vigilant about their self-exam, which I try to beat into them as often as possible.
And I'm sure they are.
Yes.
Sure
Yes.
They are. When were you diagnosed with breast cancer?
October 3rd, 2011.
So two years now.
Yeah, almost 2 years.
It's been a long, tough 2 years.
It's been a long, not tough, but it's been a long 2 years.
What do you think the most difficult part of it has been?
To find the new you has probably been the toughest part.
And you found that?
Yeah, I think I have. Yeah, I think I have. Yeah.
And do you think that you could have done this as well without the support of your family?
No, no. I definitely needed that support. Not just my husband and my 2 girls, but I have 5 sisters and a brother. So we are a very large family, and I needed every last one of them to get through this.
So you would say a good support system is just as good as the medical staff and...
Yeah, you need a good support system, positive attitude, great medical staff. You can do it.
Do you think that your recovery was more comfortable with, that you were more comfortable with your medical staff really helped your recovery process?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You felt comfortable in what they were saying to you and accepting of it?
Yeah.
What helped you through those first few days after diagnosis? Were you crazy?
I don't really remember being crazy. I know I cried the first day. Dr. Pollicane called me at like 7 o'clock in the evening. And so it was a tough night, but I got through it, and then I was just determined to fight with every fiber of me that I needed to fight it.
Have you always been that way, or was this an extra challenge that you stepped up to?
I've always been really positive thinking. Anyway, I always try to leave the negative stuff away as much as possible. So I've always been kind of a little sassy.
That's a good thing, evidently.
Yeah.
Never felt like giving up or that this is it, and no gloom and doom on your path.
You do. You have gloom and doom days, but you kind of have to work through those, and
that's part of the process, maybe?
Yeah, it is part of the process, because if you don't have the doom and gloom, you can't get to the better part. There's a fine line between the two. So
from people that I've talked to, it's kind of like you have to have both.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have both, but you have to have equal parts or more positive.
Right.
To get you
definitely
going.
More positive, yeah.
So you would say that breast cancer has changed who you are?
Yes.
And everything about it is good? You're a whole new person now?
I am a whole new person. And I know a lot of people don't get that. But I took charge of myself, and that is something that that was needed too, on my part, just for myself. So.
And how do you think your diagnosis has affected your family?
To the better. My daughters and I, we were always really close. And I think that has brought us even closer. My husband and I, we we've had our ups and downs in 27 years of marriage. That comes
It's
with the
marriage.
Yes, it comes with the territory. But it has brought us closer together too. It has made us as a couple stronger. Because there are some things that you really have to work through together. It's not just your diagnosis, it's his diagnosis as well. So that took a lot on his part to trust me that I was doing the right thing. So,
what advice would you give for a woman just being diagnosed with breast cancer?
don't doubt your decisions. You have to make the right decision for yourself and have someone to share that with, of course, is very important. But if you're by yourself, because some women are, have a best friend that can help you through that time. Somebody who is willing to listen to you if you have a doom and gloom day, or if you're having a good day. That always is important, to have somebody to support you.
How important do you think it is for women, even if they have a support group, to have a support group, to go to one of the organized breast cancer support groups, even if they have a great support system?
It's probably not for everybody. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of women that I know out of our support group that they come one time and they kind of feel maybe put off or put out, because we in general try to make a positive atmosphere and a laughing atmosphere, and not so much the doom and gloom. And a lot of people don't want to hear the positive sides of it. Mm-hmm. They rather go and sulk and just kind of disappear into the negative.
I would think it would be a great opportunity for other survivors to share their experiences and
yes,
even having a great support group. They've never had breast cancer, where these women have, and can share their experience and help you go through it.
Yeah, and we do. But a lot of them don't want to. Mm-hmm. But there are but there are so many women, and I mean there are just so many diagnosed all the time, and it's really not. It's almost as common as the flu these days. Mm-hmm. So it's when you do go through it, the support group definitely helps. It and you have to be kind of uplifted by what you're hearing, and we have had some women that have died while that were in the support group, which is really hard because you know them and you know what kind of struggle they've had. But all in all, some women are not accepting of support groups, even though they're instrumental.
Do you think for you it was helpful?
Oh yeah, oh definitely. Mm-hmm. I don't think I would be where I am now if we didn't have that outlet to we talk about stuff that you might not be able to talk mm-hmm. with your husband about, or mm-hmm. with your children, or just.
Yeah, that's my experience sitting in the back of the room listening to other people mm-hmm. was. There were things that, because you've already gone through it, mm-hmm. Women were coming in with questions that they didn't feel comfortable even asking their doctor. Mm-hmm. Were simple little things that you don't realize, or the doctor doesn't even realize, that these women have gone through. And I have the fix for that, and this mm-hmm. is how you do that. And mm-hmm. It was really helpful to them, and just to know that you're not alone.
Right.
I think is a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Any kind of group like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're about to show us some amazing dance skills. You were one of the breast cancer survivors picked for the 2013 Celebration of Life dance team. Mm-hmm. So you were going to be dancing at the Pink Tie Gala.
I am.
You ever danced before?
No, I have not.
Are you excited, or are you more nervous about it?
Nervously excited, yes.
Nervously excited. And what dance are you doing?
The salsa.
Now that's a sassy dance.
Yeah, I think that is a pretty sassy dance.
And you've taken some group lessons of other dances. What did you think? One? Okay, one qualifies.
One qualifies.
So how was it?
It was strange.
Strange?
Yeah, strange.
Still have the 2 left feet.
Oh yeah. I think I have 4 of them actually, so yeah.
But you're going to come out that night and it's going to be beautiful, and every step's going to be perfect. just doesn't feel like it right now.
I'm sure it will be.
Is your family excited to come and see you dance?
Yeah, my husband will be there. My daughters, one of my daughters is in upstate New York, and the younger one, she's, I'm not sure if she will attend, but my husband definitely is. So it's going to be very interesting.
It's a new adventure.
It definitely is.
It's a new adventure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing your story with us. You are an inspiring woman, and you should really embrace that. And I really appreciate you sharing this for everybody so that they can have some idea of what your life has been like.
Thank you so much.
All right.